Welcome to the Ace of Fire Tarot. I am Lady D, and I will be doing another reading on the collective today. So please feel free to subscribe, comment, like, and share if you are feeling the vibe. Remember, the readings are for entertainment purposes, and messages can also be from the past, present, or future. Everything will not resonate with everyone, so either need to spit out the bones or do with it what you may. I'm merely just a messenger, and I come in love and light. And with that being said, let's jump straight back into it. So, first of all, how are you guys doing today? Hopefully, all is well. I wanted to come back to try to get into the actual tarot cards today. So, yeah, I kind of shy away from those because I'm still in the process of learning the meanings. I actually want to just go off of what I feel they mean, but sometimes what I'm feeling is not exactly what the meaning of the card is. So I kind of try to shy away from those versus just, learning and knowing exactly what the cards mean. But we're just going to see how it goes and flows. But I wanted to get into the tarot. So before anything else, I do want to go ahead and get into the angel card. I just want to hear from the angels first and foremost. So let's do it. What do the angels have for us today for the collective? The angels, spirit guides, divine goddesses, supreme most high, the universe. What is the message for the collective today? What is the message for the angels? 1 second, y'all. I can put on my phone. Read already, but I'm just the message we have today is destined by God 4466. Clarity, perseverance in guardianship, transformation, and growth. Your angels ask you to pay attention that your focus is too much on the physical world. They ask you to completely hand over your worries to them so that they can step in to assist. Balance your focus between heaven and earth and know that the supply you need is truly unlimited, especially when you work hand in hand with the divine hand. That is the message from the angels 4466. Destined by God. Clarity, perseverance, guardianship, transformation, and growth. So make sure to pay attention, to not focus so much on this physical world. Any worries, concerns, doubt, fears, hand it over to the actual angels so that they can assist you. Make sure that you balance your focus between heaven and earth. But yeah, this is really, really sweet. Pretty much hand your worries over to the divine, to the gods, to the universe. Or collective right now. Get into the kipper. And then I will get into the tarot. Both kippers. What's going on with collective right now? Hopefully my mic is good. Hopefully y'all can hear me. So spirit, what does the collective need to know today? What is the energy around the collective today? Gods and goddesses, universe, supreme most high, guys, angels, ancient ancestors, planets, nature. The energy around the collective today. Let's see. House and horizons. Privileged lady. Amen. Change. And a thief. Kind of giving the same energy as of yesterday. I'm feeling like some of you are still looking to get homes overseas, and you and your person are ready to make this change because over here in North America, you're feeling like you're being robbed. Um, feel like you will have a better life abroad, somewhere abroad. You'll be able to be a privileged person. I'm kind of feeling like some of you feel like the way that they treat the um, foreigners or the migrants here, giving them all of their privilege, is what you'll be receiving abroad. But I feel like sometimes that's not the case. Everywhere is not like the Americas. So let me get more clarity on this house from the universe. Can I get more clarity on the house, please? Unity. That could also very well be family. Anything else about this house? Yeah. feel like still over here it's a dead end situation. Um, or wanting to bring your entire family to this new home because you're feeling like everything over here is it's like a lost cause, it's a closed chapter. What is the distant horizon? Can we get more clarity on that, please? Gods and goddesses. Yeah, you have a certain expectation. Like I was saying, you're expecting that it's going to be better environment, a better situation. Life will be better for you and your family, you and your counterpart. What is this thief about? Can we get more clarity on the thief? Yeah, it's a wealthy man. It's like the rich is robbing the poor, or just feeling robbed from the elites. And most of these corporations and things of that nature, the governing systems at play are ran by wealthy men. So, still giving that. Let me get more clarity on this privileged lady. This privileged lady. This privileged lady. Privileged lady in this scenario is feeling like this is justice. Like moving abroad, going to bring order and balance through what the collective is going through. Can we get more clarity on this main male? That's this main male here. Patient. Yeah. This main male may be going through different situations on his job, whatever he does for work. He may be looking into getting into this same field, even abroad, and possibly even making more of an income going abroad. Um, that is what's really pushing this main male to consider going abroad. Let me get more clarity on this change. Oh, the mature woman popped out. So I'm feeling like maybe this mother figure also a driving force. Like they may be looking at the fact that this mother figure, even during her time, a lot of changes weren't made. And even though there was a lot of fighting and trying to create change, trying to be revolutionary. Like the same things are still going on now that we are expected to fight for. And I also feel like this mother figure, it may be encouraging them to relocate abroad. Anything else about this mature woman that we need to know right now? This could also be an ancestor. And then a message, or could be, writing this information, like writing these people, calling them, and giving her opinion on this situation. Could be an email. So, yeah, I think that's the part that this mature woman plays. Anything else about this scenario for the collective right now from the universe? Once again, it's great fortune. It's looking like even if you do decide to go abroad, depending on where you're going, there could be success. And even if it's not monetarily or materialistic, I feel like there will be a sense of freedom and joy and serenity and tranquility. And for some, that is a fortunate aspect. So it depends on how you look at it. Um, it just depends on where you're going, what's the environment, and how you're received, and you know how you're able to make a living. However, like I was saying, I feel like this male, whatever his occupation is right now, this is some type of skill or something that he does very well, and will do this wherever he or they go abroad. And that could bring on great fortune because wherever they may go, they may have like a only a small percentage of people that do the line of work that he does. So it could be an asset to the community that they're going to abroad. That's what I'm getting from particular spread. Let's move into the gibberish to get more clarity or more information. What y'all think or know or feel or see down in the comments. on a delivery, so I don't want it just sitting outside. So let's see what else the universe has for the collective right now. Anything else the collective needs to know from the universe, from the cosmos, the gods and goddesses, your guys, ancestors, the anything else needs to know regarding the energy right now. The energy around you. We have awakening, and then the number 2, Ice King, 6, Ritual, and the number 8, Turn, and the number 6, Courthouse, 5, Self Love, and the number 5 again. I think people are awakening. I feel like people definitely awakening right now. However, it's still authoritative type figure that's doing rituals to put fear in everybody or fear in the masses. Especially about legal matters and just giving that the collective just wants to self love, spread love, and not be bombarded or like having these illusions in their face every day, having this false sense of someone controlling them every day, someone manipulating them every day, exploiting them every day. because they're woke. They already know what it is. Everything is so ritualistic. It's casting spells on the masses, like, and putting all these fears and concerns on people about a lot of legalese and, you know. So let's get more clarity from the universe on this awakening, this collective awakening right now. Get more clarity on that. Actual money. And then blocked. Awakening to actual money being blocked. What is this Ice King here about? Poverty. Yeah, I'm thinking that people are being more logical and realizing that it's a perpetual state of trying to keep us in this poverty mindset or this poverty frequency. Tell us about the Ice King. Yeah, there is a lot of divination, spying, or this could mean people are verifying what's going on through the readers and the psychics. Oh, what is this ritual about? Can you get more clarity on the ritual? The collective, what is this ritual out in regards to the collective right now? The divine collective. Oh, yeah. Is a tool to manifest, earn, irritated, fear mongering. What is this concern in regards to? More clarity. Yeah. It's concerned that it's a ritual to bring on this fear, legal matters. Also, it's the concern on the opposite end where they don't want us to realize there is light at the end of the pathway. There's a light at the end of the tunnel. What else about this courthouse, please? More clarity surrounding the courthouse. Yeah. Like, yeah, everybody is willing to abandon these rules, this governing system. Like, everybody is willing to do that by, like I said, going abroad, starting a new life, starting over. We are in a position now where we can do that. We can abandon this whole society, all of the rituals, unbeknownst to us, that only, put us in a under a spell and on a lower frequency. We're thinking that these rituals, like, some of these days that are considered holy, are for our benefit, and the reality is like a energy harnessing tool or energy harvesting practice. Once again, people are doing it because they're realizing that because they're in these perpetual cycles and being brainwashed and all of these rituals and all of this that's going on, they're forgetting themselves in the process. It's like a rat race that you have to continue to chase every day. They're dangling the carrot in front of you. All of these bills in excess, being overtaxed 3 or 4 times as much as everyone else. It's just dealing with all of this false legalese. It's just a lot. So, what else about this self love that the collective needs to know from the universe? And then I'm gonna have to go pause to check on something really quick. What is it about this self love? Came from the gods and goddesses, universe, planets, self love, and meeting someone new. Maybe meeting new people abroad, new type of people. Surprise jumped out. What else about this self love? Maybe you'll be surprised as what the results of loving on yourself can yield. And we got sweetheart and hospitalization. So loving on yourself may be able to bring on some of you a significant other. It will attract a significant other. And for some of you who don't eventually start to self love, will end up with some type of health concern. What I'm getting. I'm sorry about that, y'all, but I am back. And yeah, I was saying that I feel like if we're not loving on ourselves, it may end up being some type of health concern. However, I feel like us loving on ourselves will reduce some concerns to our health. Also, from the opposite perspective, it may be a concern to the powers that be that the healthcare industry will get impacted if we start to self love. Because it's like with going through all of this exploitation, all of this all of this fear mongering, all of this ritualistic type situation, all this legalese. It's like, and then constantly having to be on the rat race trying to get this actual money that we're realizing that we have no access to because we're being blocked and driven into poverty, that we don't get a chance to pour into ourselves. We're constantly bombarded with this low vibrational, low energy energy harvesting type of vampire-ish agents of chaos type situations to where it's causing us to have these health concerns, plus other external factors that are being pushed on the masses. So I'm sure that if we did start to love on ourselves and get away from this environment, maybe even overseas, over, somewhere else other than here in this society, that we could begin to heal and self love and have the opportunities to meditate and to enjoy nature and to ground on clean soil, soil that is pure, and rejuvenate ourselves, finally get some peace, tranquility, non toxic environment. I can understand and see where the collective is coming from. So, but I still feel like all of that can be obtained here. We just help to balance back out what is going on. So, what is the solution or any type of guidance for the collective right now from the universe, spirit guides, gods and goddesses, angels? Any type of solution for us right now? Lift the veil. Continue to lift the veil. Anything else in the universe that the collective needs to do right now as a solution? Yeah, death to ego. Once again, it's showing that it's a closed chapter on this situation for a lot of us. Even the gods are seeing it. As far as this is concerned, the way things have been, it's a closed chapter. And stand on it being a closed chapter. Make that commitment to yourself, to the collective, to the ancestors. Stand on your commitment to return to self. There will be abundance. There is an entity attachment, but right behind it is unexpected money. Yeah, we know that these rituals, this energy, and once again, here we are, the earth angels. Yeah, we're dealing with an entity that needs to be put to rest. You need to quit, unbeknownst to us, giving this entity that energy. Some things we partake in that we don't understand what it's doing. We don't understand the real repercussions. We don't understand the real agendas behind. So we need to quit feeding this entity. Stand on business, on lifting the veil, closing this systematic type energy out. These entities out so that we can get our abundance and unexpected wealth, prosperity, However, the cosmos is not saying that you have to run, that you have to go hide. They're not saying that you should or shouldn't. It's basically up to you. But the ones who are around and even where you go, wherever you decide to go, we still got to put in the work for here. Because here is home. Um, yeah. But the Earth Angel was at the bottom of the deck, which is clearly us. So that's all I have as far as the Kipper. I don't have anything else to add on to this that I did not see. Let me know in the comments. Yeah. All praises to the universe. Gods and goddesses, angels. Guys, thank y'all for that message, for that clarity. Now, let's get into the tarot. Let's see what's going on. But all of my cards back up, right? I don't know if I should flip them. Because I just feel, I don't know. Let's see. What is the energy around the collective right now? Spirit guides, goddesses, universe, cosmos, angels, ancient ancestors. Is there anything else that the collective needs to know at this time? Anything else that the collective needs to know at this time? Let's see what we have. Oh, the very first card is restrictions. Eight of Swords, Gemini energy affecting the solar plexus. And it just looks like, once again, a lot of us are feeling like we're helpless, hands tied, paralyzed by fear, feeling pressured, hopeless, it's anxiety. They're feeling like they're going through slavery, punishment, and once again, feeling like they're in prison. However, with this Hierophant coming behind the number 5, affecting the throat, and this is love and pleasure, Taurus energy. Like, you have to look for someone to guide you to get out of this feeling of being helpless, hand tied. It's almost like saying, look to the Supreme Most High, look to your ancient ancestors who are good, pure, righteous, and holy, look to the gods and goddesses, look to spirit guides, look to others who are on this journey with you, are going through the same type of transition. Um, yeah, this is all about beliefs, education, wisdom, teaching. Like, there are people along your path that can help you on this journey, getting out of this feeling of imprisonment or feeling like you're in prison. Sometimes we have to remember the Supreme Most High in both forms, feminine and masculine. And sometimes the things that we think are paralyzing us, punishing us, it won't seem that way any longer. Right here, it even clarifies that even more with the Sagittarius affecting the solar plexus again, but it's spirituality and positive mentality. Like, we have to change our energy frequency. And we're feeling like this because, just like the other cards were showing, we're being manipulated to be on these lower frequencies and have all these thoughts, lower vibrational thoughts. We're being pushed to be in our egos and things like that. But with this Temperance card, it's just telling you, you need to have patience, restraint, you need to adapt, you need to have some composure and reflect and look at all of the things that are going on that are contributing to how you're thinking and how you're feeling. And I always say this all the time, like, you have to look for the peace in everything. Like, even though it may seem chaotic, look for the peace in that situation. And with this comes the Hangman, affecting the Anya chakra and ideas and intuition. So this is self-sacrifice in the presence of adversity. So you're feeling like, you know, there's limitations and all of that. Like, you're really, it's just saying that these feelings of being trapped and restricted is all in your mind. Self-imposed limitations, like, you're giving these things outside of you the authority to keep you trapped. All you have to do is change your mind and understand that you are the one in control of you. You don't have to be suspended. But I know that some of you may be undecided about making it choice on moving abroad, starting over somewhere else. That may be what this hangman is about as well, because you've already been through this. You had the feeling of helplessness, feeling like you're paralyzed, so many crises, so much anxiety, feeling like you're enslaved, chasing this carrot every single day on this rat race, never having enough. And you went through the process of being led by someone who has wisdom or relying on the Supreme Most High, looking to your spiritual beliefs or your religion for the tools that you thought would help get you out of the situation. You relied on all of that. And still, here we are, still feeling, this is Five of Cups, this Scorpio energy in action and energy affecting the throat. And it's still disappointment, misfortune, loss, sadness, guilt, remorse, regret, negative emotions, mourning, trauma, heartbreak, loneliness, abandonment. Like it's still the cycle keeps repeating, repeating, repeating. Even after all of this. So I can understand why some of you are right here in this hangman. However, we have the Cancer, Queen of Cups, affecting the Anya chakra as well, in ideas and intuition. It's like clearly our third eyes need to, our third eye needs to be unblocked. Our throat chakra needs to be unblocked. Our solar plexus need to be unblocked. We need to work on aligning our chakras first and foremost. And then with this Queen of Cups, we have to give ourselves compassion because we've been through so much and we forget to give ourselves compassion and grace sometimes. It's like, even though all of this is going on and has been going on for a very, very, very long time, we are still here and we're making it through, regardless of whatever has been thrown at us, whatever form, whatever fashion, whether they, you know, whatever way they decide to throw it at us, because it comes at us a million different ways. We are still here. However, this Queen of Cups is representing that we need to use our third eye, our intuition, and be empathic, sensitive, have deep feelings, nurturing, motherly, bringing emotional relief. And I don't know about the hidden interest, but it's like, once again, like, it's just saying we need to rely on that feminine aspect. Just like I was saying, sometimes even when we're worshiping the Supreme Most High, we forget about that feminine aspect. We have to reach back out to Mother Earth, Mother Nature, the mother aspect of God. And sometimes that's what we need to try to change things around. I mean, Mother Nature is in control of this realm, this earth. So if we want to see change, we do need to worship and praise her, give honor to her, because no matter where we run, where we go, it's almost like understanding or just having that knowing that it will only be a matter of time before the enemy is there too. It may not be there yet, but they're coming, and the enemy could already be there in a different form, fashion, You get what I'm saying? It may not be as bad as what we're going through here, but it may be some type of enemy there as well. So it's like we can't be afraid to face whatever adversity is coming at us now. We've been fighting for so long. This is not the time to give up. This is not the time to run. This is time to make change. And yeah, that's what the angel card for today. Now, yesterday it was bravery and abundance. Today it's clarity, perseverance, and guardianship, transformation, and growth. It's like everything that's going on is destined by God. And it's like this is the ultimate test. This is the test for us to stand on our truth, stand on our spirituality, stand on our ancestors' backs, and fix whatever is the problem at hand. And the way that we have been doing it or trying to fix it clearly is not the answer. We need to innovative in this revolutionary approach so that this time we will be the change. And even if you do decide to run, hide, I'm not going to say hide, but run for the betterment of the future, you still need to do the work on behalf of your ancestors. Or even from abroad, we still need to be that collective energy that's bringing the change. Is there anything else that this collective needs to know right now? What are we missing? Well, yeah, we have all of the elements. Anything else about this Five of Cups? Because it's looking like no matter where you go, these will still be needed. In some form or fashion, there may be some type of restriction. It may be a restriction because you're not a native to whatever land abroad that you're going to. So this one popped out. Six of Cups, re-encounters, good memories, influences from the past, reunion with friend or partner, nostalgia, past love, youth, innocence, joy, immaturity, children, friendship, kindness, generosity, family, sharing, gifts, charity. This affects the heart, love, and healing. I just think this is a reminder that it's like when we were children, all of the things that we are going through now and having to deal with now didn't exist to us when we were children. I think sometimes we need to get back to that state of mind. It's like once you become of age and really tapping into what's going on around you in this society, that's when it starts to make you feel like this restriction. But as long as we didn't have our mind on none of it, we weren't feeling like that. We felt like we could do and be anything. There was no limits. There was no governing person other than our parents. But when we went outside to play, we could pretend to be whatever we wanted to in this world, out of this world. And it's like nothing was holding us back from whatever we were in that moment. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I just feel like that's what we need to get back to. Like, stop giving your power away. and just do and be whatever it is that you want to be. And if there is consequences, negative consequences behind it, then stand on it. Stand on it. At least you would have done what you wanted to do with no interferences until, you know, as long as you're not as long as you're following the laws of the universe and being and doing whatever it is that you want to do, then none of these legally situations are going to be able to stand. So that's just what I feel about it. The universe is not going to allow it to. So is there anything else that the collective needs to know at this time? Other than to do some actual chakra aligning. I think aligning your chakra and meditating, working on the Anya chakra especially, um, will be helpful. And that's pretty much, staying away from a lot of chemicals, um, staying away from like what is it that they put in toothpaste? Fluoride. Try to drink alkalized water. Try to get in a lot of foods that have been infused with the sun. So that means like vegetables and fruits, some nuts, anything that was grown out in the sun, like try to eat the sun. We have the Chariot. This one is saying this is the Cancer moon, once again affecting the throat. It's just given too that a lot of our throat chakras is out of line. And that's because we're not saying what really needs to be said, or we feel like we're being restricted with that too. Um, but it's the Cancer moon. This is the Chariot saying that I have the power and willpower. So this is triumph, victory, overcoming obstacles, hope, conquest, unexpected good news, great self-control, ability to determine one's own destiny, great physical and mental strength, speed, and ability. And that's once again like clarifying that you have the ability to determine your own destiny, no matter where you go, no matter where you are. We just can't let these external factors keep us in this perpetual state of fear. So this is the number 7. Yeah, this is for anybody dealing with confusion and doubts. Like you have to have that inner will, um, and know that you have the power to make change. Once again, like yesterday, we gotta be brave. We There's no other way around it. And we can't put all of our eggs in one basket either by saying, okay, I'm going abroad, hoping and wishing and praying that everything goes well. And we know that a lot of time when you go abroad, it's difficulties in that too, because they'll be like, okay, well, you can only stay here a year and then you got to renew, or some places you can have your visas or whatever like that, and then they'll just come to you before your expiration and say that all of these Americans have to leave prematurely because all of a sudden they don't want the Americans there. I saw a situation like that go down in Africa. So they were feeling like the Americans were being too greedy. So you just never know what may be the case and what other countries have their prejudices, even if they look like you. So just keep that in mind before, just leaving your actual residence, your country of residence. And yeah, that's what I have on this one. Like I said, I turned all the cards upright because I oftentimes want to look for the positive in everything. And I feel like the message, whether it's someone negative in the bunch, it'll still show that in such a way. The cards have a way of showing you everything that you need to know. So, but yeah, that's what I have for you, collective. I appreciate you guys coming through once again. I look forward to seeing you all on the next one. Peace and love, as always.